friends, just got done with my walk, and as you can see I have doubled how long I walk. So I've doubled my steps, 6,185, 2.8 miles. This is my breakfast today. I have a cup of tea, and today I am drinking this Earl Grey lavender. Earl Grey is one of my favorite teas. I have a lot of favorite teas, but Earl Grey is one of my favorites, and I especially love this Revolution tea that has the lavender in it. It's just, I don't know, it just adds a little something, and I really like it. I've got my creamer, as you can see. I've got my fiber and my gelatin in there as well. Then I'm having a bagel, and it's these Harvest multigrain bagels with cranberries and seeds that I picked up at Aldi last grocery shopping haul, and they are delicious. If you have these at your Aldi, I would highly recommend that you pick them up, pick up several packages, and stick them in your freezer, because these are definitely a seasonal item. If they still have them when I go back shopping the next time I go shopping, I'm definitely gonna pick up several packages of those, because they are really, really good. I've got a thin layer of peanut butter on there, 3 of my prunes, and a banana. And these bananas did something really weird. They are still look green. Can you see that green tinge on them? Yet they're starting to speckle. And I ate one yesterday, and they're starting to get that like overripe texture. I don't like them that way, but they need to be eaten, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. It might be the last one I eat of this bunch, but it was weird. I've never seen a banana that stayed green and yet started to speckle. Weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my breakfast and do my devotions, get a shower, and the next time you see me, you'll actually see my face, because I'll be ready to go for the day. Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, September 10th. And you're finally seeing my face. It's already 11:30, hard to believe. I've been up since 8:30, had the dogs, went for my walk, did my devotions, did some phone calls and emails, took a shower, and here I am, finally, ready to start this vlog officially. I have some major cleaning to do today. Well, I don't know if it's major cleaning, but I've got cleaning to do today. Normally I do my Monday like reset, where I get the house reset to the beginning, reset to zero, you might want to say, after the weekend. But yesterday I did not do that. Instead, I worked on another project that took me way longer than I thought it was going to. My shower was so bad that I was so embarrassed. I didn't take any before pictures, and I would never have shown you guys how bad it was. Showers get gross and you have to deep clean them, and I do, but there was one part of my shower that no matter how much I scrubbed, how often I deep cleaned, I could not get it clean, and that was the floor of the shower. It's kind of got this textured floor with these little bumps. It's to keep you from slipping and falling. But the bad thing about all of that texture in the bottom of the shower is that it would collect dirt and soap scum really, really badly. And I can't remember how many years we've had this shower, maybe close to 10 years already. And for the last, I would say, 5 years, I've pretty much given up on trying to get the floor of that shower clean. I tried every kind of spray-on soap scum remover you could think of. I tried bleach, I tried Dawn dish soap with baking soda, you name it. Over the years I have tried it, and I just assumed it was stained and there was nothing I could do about it. But it was very unsightly, and it made the shower look dirty even when it wasn't, and it was just embarrassing. And I was really glad that whenever we do have company that spends the night, they take showers in the other bathroom. That shower is never used hardly, and so it's like brand new in there. So anyway, yesterday I was taking my shower and I was looking at the shower, and I'm like, yeah, this shower definitely needs to be deep cleaned. And I hate it. It's like one of my least favorite jobs to do is to clean that shower. But it needed to be done. So I thought I'm just going to take it little by little as the day, throughout the day, and I'm going to get this shower cleaned. And so I started, at the top, worked my way down, and then I got to that floor and I looked at it and I'm like, this is so horrible. I've got to try again. I've got to try again to get this floor clean. And I had purchased a new product I'd never used before. It was called Mean Green Mildew Destroyer. Kills mildew and soap scum. It has bleach in it. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this. It worked great on the rest of the shower. And I had bought this like scrubby made with like plastic. It's like a plastic scrubby because it's not horribly like coarse. Because Scott had cautioned me about using something too abrasive on that floor because he was afraid it would ruin the plastic, because it's just a plastic shower surround, And so I sprayed that stuff on and I started scrubbing. I squirted Dawn dish soap on there because that's supposed to take out everything, and it just wasn't working. And I started to get really frustrated and I got really stubborn, and I'm like, I am getting this floor clean. I don't care, I'm getting this floor clean. And I thought, I'm using an SOS pad, steel wool. I'm going to use it. I'll just be gentle, I won't push too hard, and I'm going to use this steel wool, and I'm going to get this shower floor clean because this is disgusting. Makes me feel like I cleaned the shower, but yet the shower still looks dirty. And so that was what I did yesterday, and it took me all afternoon. But let me show you my shower. Ta-da! It's clean. It is almost as clean as when it was brand new, when we first installed it. The SOS steel wool worked. And I didn't really have to even push all that hard. I started scrubbing it and I'm like, hey, it's starting to come off. Now there were some areas that I kind of had to scrub pretty hard, and there was like the same stuff was up on the side just at the base of the little seat there. And I could not, because of the angle or whatever, I could not get that clean. And I was still scrubbing on this when Scott got home from work. And he's like, oh, you didn't have to do that? Because he said, I was seriously thinking about trying to find some sort of a adapter to put on my cordless drill. And I'm telling you, that's how bad it was and how stuck it was. To put on his cordless drill to get that off. And I said, well, I used steel wool. And he's like, steel wool? I hope you didn't scratch the thing. And so he ended up taking over for me. I was almost done and I was really tired. And he got the junk off the side and he started using that steel wool. And he's like, I don't think it's damaging the plastic at all. So now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do to try to prevent that from happening again, because I know it's going to happen again, and I don't want to use steel wool every time I scrub the shower, but I'm going to figure out something to use to keep it this way so it doesn't get that bad again. Now that I know that it's not a stain and that it actually will come off, I am going to keep this shower looking, I'm going to keep my shower looking brand new. Dogs are barking because the mail just came, so I need to go see what the mail delivered. The other thing I did yesterday was I washed my chickens. These are chickens that Olivia crocheted for me, and I have a funny story about that, but I'll tell you that in a minute. I did make one mistake. Well, this one kind of got a little bit damaged in the wash, so Olivia could sew that back on without a problem. But this one, I didn't realize she had stuffed it with plastic bags. If you don't have any fiberfill, you can use plastic like Walmart bags to stuff your creations with. And I didn't realize she had done that. And when I pulled these out of the dryer, and if you kind of squeeze it, it still feels kind of damp. And I don't think these plastic bags are ever going to get completely dry. And that's going to be really gross. So I do have some fiberfill. So before I put these chickens back where they belong, I'm going to have Olivia unstuff this and then stuff it with fiberfill. So the funny story I have that has to do with my chickens was last night After Scott had gotten home, we finished scrubbing that shower and did dinner and all of that kind of stuff. And I thought, oh, those chickens are still in the washing machine. I need to put them in the dryer. And so he was in his little cubby area where his computer's at, and it's right off the laundry room. And so I was taking the chickens out of the washing machine, putting them in the dryer, and I said, oh, I decided to wash my chickens today. And he wasn't really, watching what I was doing. He's like, oh, really? How'd you do that? And I said, in the washing machine. He whipped his head around and he's like, oh, those chickens. He thought I was talking about my live chickens out in my coop. It's like, yeah, I threw my chickens in the washing machine. I just thought that was funny, and I got a chuckle out of it. So let me show you the condition of my house and what I want to get done today. I do have an appointment this afternoon to get a massage, my monthly massage, and I'm really looking forward to that because my neck has been so stiff for the last few days, ever since I had that bad IBS gastritis attack. And by the way, thank you all so much for all of your kind words and your well wishes in the comment section on last week's vlog. I really do appreciate it, and I am feeling a lot better. Live and learn, right? Don't drink a bunch of coffee on an empty stomach. So really what I need to do today is just pick things up. The back of my love seat has become a catch-all for stuff that needs to either go down in the basement or get put away. So I need to get that all cleaned up. Olivia has been really cleaning her room a lot in the last week, going through her closet, cleaning underneath her bed, and she's been making some hard decisions about what to keep and what to get rid of. And I am probably as bad or worse than she is about keeping things. And so see, these are some of the things that she didn't know if she wanted to keep or she wanted to donate, and I said, keep them. And she's like, I don't have room to keep them in my room. So she gave them to me, not to keep, but to put somewhere. So I need to deal with that. I'll probably just put them downstairs and deal with them another day because I really don't know what I'm going to do with those things. That's just breakfast dishes. I sit there to do my devotions. There's my devotions. So I need to clean that up. The floors are terrible. I mean, you can't really tell. This floor hides it well, but I swear, I don't know what it is about this time of year. It's like in the spring and in the beginning of the fall of the year, we track in so much sand in this house, and we take our shoes off in the entryway. But I am walking through my house and I am getting sand all over my feet, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how often I sweep. I think it has to do with the dogs tracking in and out, but I definitely need to sweep these floors. I sweep them almost every day, but you wouldn't be able to tell it if you walked through here in bare feet. Another thing I did yesterday is I brought my peace lily back in the house because even the air conditioner's on today. The last week, I would say, we've been having beautiful weather in the 60s, gets down in the 50s at night. But the peace lily is a tropical plant, and I was thinking it was getting too cool at night for it. So yesterday I brought it in, rearranged all my plants. I had this there in front of the air conditioner. Air conditioner had been shut off for days. It was so nice having the windows open, and oh yeah, it was beautiful. And then Scott gets home from work and tells me, oh, by the way, it's supposed to get in the 90s tomorrow and stay that way for 3 days. I'm like, no, you're kidding me, really? We noticed it last night. It was starting to get humid in here, even though the temperature outside was, after the sun went down, was in the 60s. It was getting humid. And when I took my walk this morning, I was starting to get pretty hot by the time my walk was over. And I know some of you, our viewers, are from Texas, and you were telling me how it's like in the 90s and hundreds still there, and I'm like, oh, I can't, I don't like extremes in temperature. I don't like extreme cold, and I don't like extreme heat. Well, it says it's 72 right now, which isn't bad. It's not, but
I know it's just gonna keep going up and up. So I ended up having to turn my air conditioner back on, and I had to move that plant out of the way. That's just temporary where it's sitting, because hoping after this heat wave is gone, then we won't have any more until next year.
And when I get back from my massage, that is a 5-gallon bucket full of black-eyed peas. The kids picked those yesterday, and we need to get those shelled so I can get them in the freezer. Our garden is doing absolutely horrible this year. I've gotten barely anything out of it, but the one thing that is doing really well are the black-eyed peas, and I'm really happy because that is a family favorite.
So when I was showing you my shower, the dogs started barking, and it was because the mail came, and I actually had a package, and so they brought it up to the step, and that's why the dogs were carrying on. But I also got some friend mail. I don't want to show the address, but it's from my friend Sherry in Minnesota. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And then I also got a box of from Swanson Vitamins, and I will kind of do a little unboxing for you and show you what I had ordered. Sherry makes homemade cards, and this is a homemade envelope, so it was taped shut. This is so pretty. She made me one kind of similar to this, I mean similar but not nearly the same, for Christmas, and this one is just beautiful. It's got peacock feathers, and I love how she does this 3D with paper and then this little jewel. It's so pretty. I love thoughtful gifts that people, you know, put a lot of thought into, and handmade things. And then she's the one that told me about the Kumba made products. They work with all natural things. They work with essential oils, and they make beauty products and perfumes and things. And oh, I have got some of the most wonderfully fragrant things from that company ever since she sent me a little vial at Christmas time last year. So she's got this wrapped up really nice so that it wouldn't break in shipping, because they're little glass vials. I want to see what fragrance she sent this time. Sudanese frankincense. I don't know if you can see that. It's small. I don't have any perfume on today yet, so this is great. Get to try this out. She sent me frankincense and myrrh at Christmas time, and now that I like it, but that's actually become Olivia's favorite. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. And the thing about these Kumba made fragrances is that it literally takes just a drop, and you smell good all day long. Oh, that is now Sherry, now I'm gonna have to place another order. Kumba made. Oh, it smells so good. It smells kind of like a cross between fresh, almost just maybe a note of citrus mixed with powder, and it's like a powdery, clean fragrance. It is really nice. Thank you so much. Now I ordered amber and sandalwood from them, and that is one of my favorites. But now this might be right up there with frankincense and myrrh and amber and sandalwood. And this one again is called Sudanese frankincense. And then she's got a personal message in here that I won't share, but I will read that when I get off camera. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you. Super thoughtful. I've got the most thoughtful, wonderful subscribers, and I call you friends. I really do. It's just awesome. The Swanson Vitamin order. Now, I do order from Swanson 2-3 times a year. We have certain vitamins that I get only from them because I just think they're the best. Like my vitamin D, for years, I mean years, every time I would go and get my annual checkup and they would do my blood work, they would say, your vitamin D levels are low. Your vitamin D levels are low. I was even on prescription strength vitamin D for a while, and my levels still stayed low until a few years ago. My pastor, I was telling him how I was struggling with this low vitamin D, and he said that Swanson Vitamin D is great. It's like the best he's ever found, because I'd just been using, like, I used the prescription stuff, didn't make any difference. So I asked my doctor, can I just buy the vitamin D at Walmart? Because the prescription stuff was expensive. He said, yeah, sure. So I did that. Didn't make any difference. So anyway, I took my pastor's advice and I started taking the Swanson Vitamin D. Last year when I got my blood work done, and I'm telling you, this has been 15 years of getting my blood work done and my vitamin D levels consistently being too low. Last year, the first time in 15 years, my vitamin D level was normal. And I think it's because I switched to the Swanson Vitamin D. And so from now on, that is the kind of vitamin D that I take. I don't think it was a coincidence, because it was such a long time span of being deficient. So let me get this box open and I'll show you what I purchased. But anyway, the reason I made a purchase now, even though we didn't technically really have the extra money for it right now, that's why I haven't bought anything from Vitacost, because money's been so tight. Last week, as you know, I was so sick with my IBS and gastritis, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's something I'm missing. You know, I did a lot of research on this condition, and I take a lot of supplements for it, but maybe there's something I'm missing. So I did more research online, and I found more herbs and things that are supposed to help with gastritis and IBS. And so I went ahead and I ordered some from Swanson. Now I am feeling better, yay! But at least now I have this stuff, because I know I'll have another attack. It's one of those things that will never go away. I can just manage it, but I will never be cured from it. The first thing I pull out of the box are these ginger chews. Now I had shown that I had ordered some ginger chew little tablets when I got those Cyban acupressure bands, and I had ordered some other ginger chews from Ginger People, and it was a assortment, and they had the peanut ones in the assortment, and it was the first time I'd ever had them, and they were so good. It's like, oh, I really like the peanut ones. So I went to order just the peanut ones, and they were out of stock, or I don't know what it was, but I couldn't get just the peanut ones through gingerpeople.com. So when I was looking on Swanson Vitamins, they had them. They only sold them in these smaller bags, so I went ahead and got 3 bags of them. Now, I don't eat these like candy, although they technically are candy. Well, actually, I got 4 bags of them. I really wanted to stock up. They are technically candy. I do not eat them like candy. I eat them when I don't feel good, because ginger is very soothing to the gut, even though it's spicy, which is kind of, you don't think that it would be, but it is, and it's very, very good to fight nausea, which when I am having a really bad IBS attack, sorry, dog caught my attention. I do have nausea. And I have found ginger works the best. In fact, there have been studies that show that ginger works as well as for an antiemetic as over the like prescription stuff. So anyway, I got plenty of ginger chews to last for a long time. These will last me literally years, honestly. Another thing I bought because I was just looking and searching for any kind of an answer was this Belly Comfort tea. And it's got all of the good herbs and things in there for stomach problems. It's got peppermint, fennel, ginger. Those are the 3 herbal like things. And then it's got rose hip, papaya leaf, alfalfa leaf, and cinnamon bark. So I thought these will be good. I like the taste of peppermint. I like those flavors, and so yeah. Another thing I picked up was some more peppermint essential oil. I like this Aura Cassia, or I don't know how you say it. This brand of peppermint essential oil. And I got some more of the peppermint. I just take this and rub it on my belly when I'm not feeling good, and it really helps. And then the last thing I picked up, specifically because I was feeling so bad, so poorly, and I wanted to get to feeling better, and this is something I have never tried before. It's called DGL. I cannot say that word. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. It's licorice root extract. And I don't know if you can see that big word. Yeah, you can. That's the one I can't pronounce. And this is very good to soothe your stomach as well. These are chewable tablets. And it says right on here it's for GI wellness. I'm not a huge fan of licorice. It's like, it's not, let me open this and see if it even smells like licorice. This may be different than like the candy licorice. I don't know. I bought the chewables because my belly is so sensitive, and I thought, the first stage of digestion is in your mouth, and I thought I need to get something that I can chew up and start that digestion process and not have it just sit in my belly, like a capsule would. Ooh, they're messy. Let me smell these things. They smell like peppermint, actually. That's weird. Does it have peppermint in it? Oil of peppermint. So maybe it'll just taste like peppermint. But the main ingredient is that DGL, licorice root, and then it's got oil of peppermint in it. And I know that you're not supposed to take these like for a prolonged period of time, so I'm just going to take them when I'm feeling icky, like if my belly's hurting, or if I feel like an IBS attack is coming on, and maybe these will help prevent it from getting full blown like it was last week. So I have 3 more items, and 2 of them are for me and 1 is for Scott, and they're just things that I buy there quite often and that we were low on. And 1 is garlic. Scott takes garlic. Garlic is a natural antibiotic. Scott has a lot of sinus problems, and sometimes he really feels like he's getting like a sinus infection, and so he'll beef up his garlic intake, and it really does seem to help, and it does not make him smell like garlic or make his breath smell like garlic, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, because my belly is so sensitive, I can't take garlic, but Scott can. And I was talking about how I get my vitamin D through Swanson, but I didn't order any this time because I still have a bottle in my cupboard and a half a bottle that I'm currently using up, and that will take me a long time to use, so I didn't feel like I should get any more of that right now. But I did get some more of this cranberry. I'm prone to UTIs. I have been pretty much my whole adult life. Don't know why. Just the way my body's made, I guess. But I know that if I take a cranberry supplement every single day, it prevents any kind of UTIs from plaguing me. And then the last thing I picked up was some more of my hyaluronic acid face serum. I was completely out. I had been out for a couple of weeks, and so I went ahead and purchased some more. So there you go. You had an impromptu unboxing.
This is what I'm having for lunch today. It's leftovers. It's sausage gravy. This is what we had for dinner last night. And the gravy's made with unsweetened plain almond milk. And then these biscuits are those ones that I had in my haul that I got from Kroger, the Annie's Organic. They're really good. I mean, they're really good biscuits. So that's what I'm having for lunch, and I'm having a glass of water. A bottle of water, not a glass of water. Whatever, you know what I mean. So for a little dessert after my lunch, I'm going to have some of this oat milk ice cream, dairy-free, that I got from Aldi. There's 4 servings in a carton, and so it works out really well because Olivia takes 2 servings and I take 2 servings. And this ice cream, this is the first time we've ever had it made with oat milk. I had heard of oat milk before. I've never tasted it, never seen it available anywhere in my area. But Olivia and I both think that of all the non-dairy ice creams that we have tasted over the years, the oat milk ice cream is the closest to dairy ice cream. You know, ice cream made with cow's milk. It's super creamy. That's what the sound you're hearing. It's super creamy. I might as well have some of that too. Hey, you might as well go all the way, right? It's super creamy and it's really delicious. So I highly recommend it. If you get a chance to try ice cream made with oat milk, give it a try. It's really good. And I'm just going to put a little bit of chocolate syrup on it, a few peanuts, and some of this coconut Ready Whip.
And since this is the last serving, this is mine, I'm just going to go ahead and eat it right out of the carton. So cultured, aren't I? Not. Don't even pretend to be. The way I look at it is, it's one less dirty dish to have to be washed. All right, it is time for me to go to get my massage, which I'm really looking forward to. I've been looking forward to it for about a week now. And when I get home, I have some really exciting news to share with you. So when I get back home, I will share that exciting news with you. I'm really excited. This is something really awesome. It's hopefully gonna really help our family and change things a little bit.
All right, I am back from getting my massage, and I'd thrown this pork roast. I just threw it in there frozen before I left, and I didn't season it or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and season it now, let it cook for a couple more hours, and then I'm going to throw some potatoes and carrots in there. Those will only take about an hour to cook.
It looks lonely in there.
It does look lonely in there. It seems like I'm using a huge pan for a small item, but I absolutely love the way this electric roasting pan, the way it cooks meat. It just does such a good job that even though it seems a bit big for this job, I just love the way it works. And heck, Travis does all the dishes, so he just left. No, honestly, Travis does all the dishes, so I don't have to worry about cleaning this pan. Travis cleans the pan. I thought I had some rosemary and thyme, and I can't find it, so that's just what's going to have to do. Put garlic, salt, onion, bay leaves, and some of this grilling dust on there.
All right, are you ready to hear my exciting news? I got a job outside the home. I'm gonna be working outside of the home. This is the first time since I was pregnant with Travis. So close to 22 years since I have worked outside the home. This is something that I've been talking and thinking about, talking with Scott and thinking about for quite a while. You know, the kids have graduated from high school. Can't believe it's been 2 years already. I'm done homeschooling them. They are in the midst of figuring out their life and getting jobs and getting, I mean, they're going to probably be living here for quite some time. I'm not going to kick them out or anything, but they're going to be both out doing their own thing. And honestly, I would be bored and lonely if I stayed home and all by myself all day long. And so this is something that Scott and I have been talking about. We could use the money, especially since we still have that huge vet bill to get paid down. My husband, who does all of our maintenance work on our vehicles for the last 22 years, has been doing all car maintenance, laying in the dirt out in our driveway because we don't have a garage. So I want to be able to help get him a garage by bringing in some more income. I want to travel more, and I want to save money for the future so that my husband can eventually retire. So those are all the reasons that I decided I wanted to work outside the home. I won't be working full-time, at least not to start. You know, it's been a really long time since I have worked outside of the home, and so it will be a part-time job. I don't start until October 7th, so I have a month to get used to the idea and everything. But where I'm going to be working is at the kitchen store, and it's in the town that's about a 10-minute drive from our house. It's the same town that my church is in, and I've talked about the kitchen store in the past. Olivia and I go there every small business Saturday, which is the Saturday after November. They have a big open house and it's a really special day. And I really like this store. I have mentioned them before. I've shown you products that I've gotten from them before. The owner is a friend of mine, so that is going to be nice. One of the people that works for her was a childhood friend that I grew up with, that we've just, you know, time passes and you lose track of people and we're still friends, but we never see each other, that kind of thing. So it'll be nice to rebuild and rekindle that friendship. And I'm just really, really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's something that I'm going to really enjoy. It's going to get me out of the house. It's going to bring in a little bit of income to help the family. As far as my YouTube channel goes, I don't plan on making any changes. I find out my work schedule when I go in on October 7th, but she said their hours are very flexible, and like I said, I'm just going to be working part-time, so I do not foresee my upload schedule changing for YouTube. It may eventually have to be switched around or whatever, but I still plan on doing my YouTube channel, and I still plan on doing once weekly vlogs and uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So far that is not going to change, but I just wanted to share with you that really exciting news. It's going to be a big change. It's going to be a big change. It's a little bit scary, but it's exciting too, and I just can't wait. Can't wait to be a working woman again. Okay, while supper is cooking, I am going to put something on the TV and shell black-eyed peas. I probably will not get all of these done because shelling black-eyed peas is a job that takes a bit of time. You don't want to be in a big giant hurry because there's no point in getting frustrated. But it's kind of a relaxing job. I enjoy it. Olivia is outside practicing her parallel parking right now because cross fingers, she gets her driver's license on Thursday. She goes into test, and the only thing she is not too great on is her parallel parking. So Scott set up a little area in our yard for them to practice, and she's out practicing. So hopefully, I hope she passes. But anyway, when she comes in, she's going to help me shell peas.
So here are the black-eyed peas that we've gotten shelled so far. This is my big Tupperware bowl. Gotten quite a few. We don't have them all done. Let me show you how much we still have to do. So we've got several handfuls left to do. I'm going to have Travis keep working on those. Olivia's working on something else right now. I'm going to have Travis keep working on these, and I'm going to go down and start editing this video because it's getting kind of late and I need to get this done and ready to upload for tomorrow. Here's not all the holes, but here's some of the holes, and Travis will take those out for the goat. He loves pea holes.
And here is our supper, the roast and potatoes and carrots and homemade coleslaw. Now I did end up having to cook the potatoes and carrots in my Instant Pot because when I went to put them in with the roast, I realized the roast was already done. So I did not want it to continue cooking for another hour. So I just went ahead and cooked them really quick in my Instant Pot, and it all turned out really good. It was a very delicious supper. And this was the last thing I ate for the day. I did not eat a snack. I wasn't hungry, but I did drink a cup of tea, the calm stomach tea that I have, while we were watching our favorite program, America's Got Talent. So there you have it, friends. There's my day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.